Hey everybody, this is Pat with HighLevel Bots, and today I'm going to show you how to get started with GHL Connect, and we're going to hook it into your Manychat account and your HighLevel account so that way we can start pumping leads from your Manychat chatbots, your Instagram, and your WhatsApp right into HighLevel. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is go into your page settings on your Facebook page, and we're going to edit some settings just to make sure we don't get any weird stuff happening in Messenger. So you can see here I've got a fresh page. I don't have anything on it. I just created it. And so what we want to do is come down here to your settings on the page and then come into messaging. All right. So this should all be default. You won't have any problems with this. Just come down here. You want to make sure that you want to use the return key to send the messages. Turn that on. You want to have the rest of all this off, okay? You don't want to do any automated responses, nothing like that, okay? Because Manychat's going to take over and handle all of that for you. So the next thing you want to do is come down here to advanced messaging, and you'll see that we don't really have a whole lot to do here either. Now, if you want to be able to basically send appointment updates or messages outside of the 24-hour window for Messenger, I would suggest come down here and saying, scrolling down to the requested features, down to the one-time notifications, and just hit request and confirm, and then Facebook is going to give you that one-time notification access so that you can actually get people to click, notify me, and then you can notify them outside the 24-hour rule later on with Messenger. So really cool stuff there. All right, so the next thing you want to do is come over here to the messaging again, come back up to messaging, and we're going to turn off all of our automated responses. So you'll see here on the general settings here, you want to go to automated responses, and it will take you to your Facebook inbox. I don't know why Facebook has all these settings somewhere else, but this is where they put it now. So if you're in automated responses, you want to come over here, you want to turn off frequently asked questions, and just make sure that everything is off. You don't need appointment reminders, you don't need any of this stuff because Manychat is going to be handling everything. Okay, so that is about it for your page settings. So the next thing we're going to do is go and set up your Manychat account. So here I am in the Manychat account, and I've already got a bunch of bots built. So if you're starting with Manychat, you would basically sign up and it will walk you through creating an account and adding it to a page. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just go ahead and say create a new account like this. And I've got all these pages I can connect to. I want to connect to the one I was just editing, and that's local business listings. So I'm going to connect the bot like this, and Manychat's going to just go ahead and install itself. Ta-da, there we go. And we're going to go through and fill out the little survey. So I'll see you on the other side of this survey. Okay, after forever and a day going through their little Manychat survey, we are set up here with the bot. Now, you'll notice up here in the corner it says free. So we're going to need to upgrade Manychat to the Pro account. It'll cost you $10 a month. You get a bunch of messages, bunch of users, that sort of thing, and you'll be passing this on to your client. So not a problem, right? So we're going to upgrade to Pro like this. We're going to click upgrade, and then I'm going to go through and check out, and I will see you on the other side of the checkout. All right, I just finished upgrading to Pro. And there we are. Now, we don't need to do anything else at this point with Manychat. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some nice little settings that will save your sanity real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to settings. And then I want to go over to notifications. And I am going to turn this off, turn off live chat. I don't really need to worry about notifying myself on that. And then for contact reports, I'm going to come down here and select never. All right. And then I'm going to update my email for email confirmations. And that'll be that. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to come over here to HighLevel Bots, and we want to install the GHL Connect example template. This template will have everything you need as far as all the custom fields and example flows to get you started using GHL Connect with Manychat and HighLevel. Okay, so once you're on HighLevelBots.com, right up here, HighLevelBots.com, you want to come over and hit the installation and instructions, And there we go. So you can get Manychat, you can get HighLevel if you need it. You can get a license of GHL Connect if you haven't already. And we do actually have a big PDF guide. Well, it's not that big. It's just very detailed and very easily to read. Just very good information if you need to expand your GHL Connect. We do have the quick start video. We'll be adding this video next with the setup guide and everything. But what we need to do down here is click on the install the quick start template just like this, and it will take us to the Manychat installation screen. So if you install the template, you don't need to install it multiple times in the bot. I've seen it where people install a template multiple times, and that can really mess up custom fields and things like that, because Manychat will just basically copy duplicates over itself. So just make sure you install the template once per bot. All right, so we're going to go over here and click the install button down here, and I am going to come down here to local business listings, and I'm going to install the template. There's nothing to worry about here except just click the next install button like that. It's installing, it's done, and now the template is done. All right. It's got one bot field setting called GHL Connect key. We don't need that quite yet. That's more of an advanced step in the bot. We don't need the GHL key right here, but we will need it when we install the app. Now, when you install the template, it does install GHL Connect automatically. It will always install the latest version. If there's a new version available, we you know, like if we add features or we add more, we expand our API integration with GHL, then you'll get a notice to update. And so you won't need to worry about it. You're going to get updates for life. But you'll see over here, come over here to the settings, and then we come down to apps, and you'll see that GHL Connect is installed. So here we go. We click on that, and then this is where we add our keys. Okay, so I'm going to go and get my key created so that I can install GHL Connect, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, you can see in HighLevel Bots here, or in my email, that I've got an email from HighLevel Bots, and here is my GHL Connect key. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to come over to Manychat here, to the app, and I'm going to paste it. The next thing I need to do is I need to go into HighLevel, and I need to get my API key for my company location. So I'm in my location here, and what you do is you click Settings, then you click Company, and you'll scroll down here, and you'll see API key. You need to copy that like that. You paste it in here, and then you hit save. And in just a second, there we go, the settings are saved, and you'll see these settings are saved successfully. Now the app is actually live. Okay, so perfect. Now let's go on to the next step. So what we're going to do is, now that we've got GHL Connect completely installed, it's hooked into your current HighLevel location. So you've got one bot, one location. They're both merged now with GHL Connect. So let's go in and test the automations to basically see what we do. Is see if we get a contact created in HighLevel. So when you install the example template, we've got all these flows here, and basically they're named exactly for the actions that they create. So we have one here that creates a note. We get dynamic values from a ref URL. That's going to be in the manual. We'll go through that in other videos. We have the appointment reminder, and then we have all these other flows here. Now you'll notice we have one flow that says start here in all capitals. That means start here. So whenever you do anything with GHL Connect and Manychat, what you're going to want to do is always make sure you have a HighLevel contact created. If the HighLevel contact already exists in HighLevel, then what will happen is that Manychat will just get that user's ID back from HighLevel. If they don't exist, it will create that user, okay? And then it will return a HighLevel ID and some other information for that person. So we create a HighLevel contact at any time. Like basically that's always the first step. You will need a HighLevel ID to perform a lot of the other tasks in GHL Connect, like adding notes or adding someone to an opportunity, etc. Okay, so we're inside the start here, create user flow, and you'll see here this is a very basic flow. I have it where it says, hey, let's get you added to HighLevel. What's your email? And I'm going to go in and edit this flow here, and so you can click on that. You can see it's collecting email and it's saving it to the system field. Okay, the next thing we're doing is we're grabbing the phone number, and it's going to save that to a system field as well. Then you notice that the next step is to do a GHL create contact. Now, what we do to actually create this action is, like, if we're coming off this message here, we just basically drag that little dot like that, and you come over here and click an action, and then I can click action, add an action here, and come all the way down to GHL Connect, and I can select an action, and we have a bunch of things that you can do with GHL Connect. It's all the important stuff that you need to do with contacts to push them into HighLevel or pull their information from HighLevel into Manychat, and are organized in kind of in the order that you may need them. So the first thing we're going to do is create a contact like this, and you'll see that it says this action uses the system fields first name, last name, full name, phone, and email. So those are automatically being pushed to HighLevel when you do this. You could literally just click save and be done, and that's all you need to do. But what we want to do is that, see, when you create a GHL contact, it will come back with a HighLevel contact ID. So we're going to want to save that to the user's custom field, and we're going to call it GHL ID. It already exists because we added it in the template that we just installed. So we're going to save that. And then I like to also come down here and save the results. So if there is an error between GHL Connect and HighLevel, it'll come back with the status is 0. If it's successful, the status comes back as 1. So I call it, I set it to the field GHL status, like that. There's a custom field, and GHL status message, and that will give us the error message if something should happen. So we're going to hit save like that. And then to move on to the next step, I just go like this and drag it up there. We could have just left this, but I mean, I just wanted to show you how to create that action. Okay, and so then we can see that we're creating we're coming back with a contact ID and a location ID. Oop, I do need to map the location ID just so we can show it for learning purposes. And so we're going to go here, GHL location like this, and map it to that field. And there we go. We're saving it, and we're going to publish it. Okay. Now what I want to do is I'm going to preview this, and so we're going to see it in Messenger, and then we're going to go over to HighLevel, and we'll see this show up in HighLevel. So I'm going to preview it. I'm going to sign in, and let me go to Facebook Messenger here. And there it is. It says, hey Al, let's get you added to HighLevel. What's your email? Now, this is an old throwaway email that I use, but most of the time when people are in Facebook, they're using their real email. And so they'll be able to actually click on that and add their email with just a single click. I'm going to go ahead and type mine in like this. And it says, great, how about the number? And so I'm going to go ahead and click that number. And you can see the bot is actually showing that I'm messaging it here. And look at that. I've got a contact ID and a location ID, and now I can continue on through the bot. So let's go over here to HighLevel. This is where I've got no contacts right now, and I'm going to refresh. So HighLevel's a little bit slow on creating the contacts in the contact window, but I'm going to refresh, and if I need to, I'll pause it and come back. So let's look in here and see what happens. Do we have a contact? Not yet. So I'm going to pause and refresh until we have. And there we go. Only took a couple of refreshes, but you can see now that my information is added, my email, my phone number there, and there we go. So I have been created in HighLevel. All my details are there. I can now start tagging and doing all kinds of really cool stuff. So that is the super quick how to get started with GHL Connect tutorial, and we'll have more tutorials as far as taking other actions inside GHL Connect, like adding people to pipelines, tagging, adding notes, and all that sort of stuff soon enough. So I'm going to get this video on the website. We'll see you in the next video.